share with you all about a little bit of my experiences. And when I was in high school, I loved sports. I played volleyball, basketball. Now, you don't want me to play tennis or swimming. I look like I'm drowning in swimming. And tennis, I just hit the ball like a volleyball. It's not, the tennis coach was like, so volleyball and basketball were my sports. I wanted more than anything to go on and play at the top level. And my parents said, you know what, we don't have the money to send you to college, so you've either got to get a scholarship, or figure it out. So I was like, I'm gonna get a scholarship. My dad built a basketball court in our backyard. We lived in the country, and he built me a volleyball court. And I spent every hour that I wasn't in school or I wasn't playing sports practicing. And so, lo and behold, I got several offers and headed off to a college in San Diego. We got a full ride. We got to play dual sports. It was like my dreams coming true. And I remember my first day of class. I was in the English class, and I'm like, I got my notebook out. This is back when we did not have computers or iPads or phones. I had my pen out, taking notes. I was so excited. I was probably the most excited person to be in English class that day. Later, I got my paper back, and the teacher's passing mine, puts mine face down. I'm like, why is mine face down? Oh, that's why mine was face down. It's a D-. And I was like, oh, well, I was an AP student in high school. Like, what did I miss? So I thought, I'm going to be the good student. I'm going to go and have a fun with him, and I'm going to take good notes. I'm going to find what I need to fix. So I walk into there, I sit down, I'm ready to learn, and he looks at me and says, Julie, you are not smart enough to be in college. You should drop out. And I just sat there. I mean, here I'm this 18-year-old with a full ride scholarship, and I'm going, wait, what? So I picked up my stuff, left. He didn't say anything else to me, that's all he said to me. Left, headed to my dorm room. I did what every good woman does. I called my mother and I cried. And she did what any good mom would do. She said, he's an idiot, get a tutor. And so I said, okay, I'll go do that, Mom. And I think I passed the class with a C. But the reason I share this story is because words are powerful. Yes. People don't realize how powerful those was. So I was 18. That wasn't the first mean thing that was said to me. But it was the first crushing blow that I had ever gotten. And I remember as I went on to finish my degree, to win national titles, I went on to get a master's in business. I started 3 companies and I got my doctorate. And through those 10 years of me doing this, and taking over as well, being a college instructor at the age of 23, and eventually being a dean over 20 universities, I still thought I wasn't smart enough. It was always in the back of my mind. So about 10 years to the date of when that man told me that, I happened to run into him. And he remembered me. And he said, oh, Julie, so how are you doing? And as I sat there and thought about all the things that poured through my mind, all that stuff that happened in 10 years, I thought, I am smart enough. And I looked at him and I said, that's Dr. Julie Ducharme, and I'm just doing fine. And I walked on off. Now, we don't always get a chance to confront the people who made us feel the worst about what we did. But the reason I share that is because it took me 10 years to think, I'm smart enough. Right? I got multiple degrees, I started companies, I've achieved more than I could ever have dreamed of, but yet it still wasn't enough. Because I was trying to conform to the mold. I was trying to be put in a box. This is what I should do, this is what I should be, and that's what I need to strive for. But really I was striving for things that I didn't want. And I remember as I'm going through my career, I get to this big job, I'm like, I've made it. I'm like 29 years old, I'm a dean over 20 universities. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. I beat out all these other people. I'm in this job for 3 months, and I go, I hate this. I suddenly realized that the job I really thought I wanted, that everyone told me, this is where you go, this is who you need to be, and this is how you need to get here, was not anything what I wanted. And so I took a step back and went, whoa, who am I? I mean, I've achieved all this, but it really means not much to me. And I started realizing that I had to be my authentic self. And I was not being my authentic self. And so I started thinking about this, and I kind of honestly had an identity crisis. I mean, here I am thinking about leaving the job that everyone told me I needed to get, and I got. I thought people are going to think I can't handle it. People are going to think I don't know what I'm doing. People are just going to think all these things about it. And the thought of leaving that job was almost more stressful than the job itself. I was so stressed out, I was losing hair, I was not sleeping at night, I was having anxiety attacks. This is not who I was. I was even getting UTI infections because I would not leave my desk enough to use the bathroom. So it took my doctor saying, Julie, you're going to have a heart attack at the age of 29 if you don't change what you're doing. And that was this big blinking light of saying, you're right, this isn't me. I need to be who I am. I need to authentically be myself. Because when I am authentically myself, I am unstoppable. I am a Wonder Woman. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to leave that job. I don't know how, but I'm going to leave that job. Talked to my husband, I said, you know, honey, that big job I got with all that money I'm making, I'm going to quit. And he just smiled, kind of, okay. And so I had to start thinking, what do I do? So I decided, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. And I jumped out and I started doing what I love to do. My business is empowering women, showing women that they were smart enough, they were good enough, and that they needed to embrace their authentic self. And I learned something. Nobody was telling women that. Nobody was telling women that they were great, that they were awesome. People were telling women that they weren't good enough, they should get out, they should stay out, and that they're not worth anything. And so that's where my passion started, and that's where I started living my true authentic self. Now, did people say weird things to me? Absolutely. Were people mean? Absolutely. Did people say, I don't get it? Absolutely. But as I started to embrace myself, I started to really see my true passion unfold. And that teacher who told me so long ago, almost 20 years, that I wasn't smart enough, or my basketball coach who told me I wasn't good enough, or mine and Karen's communication instructor who told us that we would never write a book, which we wrote a book together, that we would never be on the radio, we have a podcast together, and that we would never have a voice. We changed all of that. So if I could encourage anything for you today, it would be to embrace your authentic self. And embracing your authentic self can be absolutely terrifying. Because that means that you really have to be real. Like, you really have to be like, you know what? I don't have it all together, and it's totally fine. Because I like to have it all together. Who wants to be, like, look perfect? I mean, to be honest, I want to look good. You should have seen me this morning. It was not. I was embracing myself. It was not. It was like, walked in the bathroom and went, oh no. I'm going to come back in a few minutes. Okay, then a shower, and I was like, oh, it's getting there. So, embracing yourself is terrifying. And there's one last thing I want to share with you before I finish. There was a young woman I used to take in single moms who needed help. And she was in an abusive relationship. And she called me one night. She'd been beaten up. She was with her daughter, who was maybe 1 year old. She was terrified. So I went and picked her up, I brought her home. And we started helping her get a job, go to school. We bought her a car. We were helping her get her life back together. We gave her all the steps to success that she needed. And when time came to go out on her own, I'm sitting here, you know, proud mom, like, she's going to do this. She's going to do this. And she stepped out. She went back to her abusive relationship. She went back to the neighborhood that she had come from. And at first I didn't get it. I was like, why? Why? We gave you everything you needed to be successful. Why? But I realized that she had to take the key and turn it and walk through the door to make that change. And that is the most terrifying thing that you can do. And so today, I want to challenge you that if there is a place in your life that you need to embrace, you need to change, you need to just get it out there, you're going to have to take that key and put it in the door and turn it and take the step through. Because not everyone can do it. But I truly believe that if we encourage and empower each other enough, each one of us can successfully step into our authentic self. And that's what I hope that you can do today, and that's what I hope you take from all these amazing women and their stories. So thank you so much.